A top 25 flash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Sun Devils will get us started with the opening kickoff. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Hands it off. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Herring. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Scanning the field. It's Hammond. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. He breaks a tackle. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Well, that was pretty easy for the quarterback, right? You just need a few yards to pick up that first, so you find the tight end, put it on his body, let him go do the work, and you keep the drive alive.
The Wolverines are marching down the field. to the ground with the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quick strike complete. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man on the right. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the move. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air, it's Hammond. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
How about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Michigan. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hamilton. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. to fire from the pistol. The give. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Got it behind the line. It's Hamilton. Turning it on. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They'll move the wide receiver. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Complete in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got enough for the first down. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the game, and they move the sticks. Another first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense. Spread them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. One final play before the end of the quarter. Going to the ground. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Now on the option. Now the toss. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
What a great job tackling that time by the quarterback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitch man one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it to you right there.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Unloads quickly. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. Excellent situational awareness to make the grab and get just enough of that 1st down.
And how about the play call? They didn't want to hold on to the football. They wanted to get that thing out of their hand, trust the receiver to make the catch, and then what does he do? Gets the 1st down, gets out of bounds, new set of downs for this offense.
The Wolverines have this offense rolling. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off? We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. Line gets set, 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Quickly complete. There he goes. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up. The run from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree. Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Defense in press coverage. It's complete to the left. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to pass, it's Hammond. And it's incomplete on third down.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. And he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Going to the running game. Breaks the tackle. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up one or two.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give on the inside. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Timeout, Arizona State.
And the Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Walters. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He'll set up to throw. Using the quick game. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun, the running back has it. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Field goal is good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
We love to see that, right? They put themselves in a position at the end of the half to take the lead. They put it on their kicker. He knocks it through the uprights. So nothing but good vibes for this team now with the lead heading in at halftime.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee and will start at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the 1st half. And so this 1st drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the 2nd half.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabs behind the line. It's Brown. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Arizona State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
How in the world did he miss that?
That keeps the score Arizona State 16. Michigan
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
set to kick this one.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't. Turning it on! A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
The Wolverines really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Back open in the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Man, I love on third down when I know I have a running back that can beat guys. Whether you want to cover me with a linebacker or a safety, I can run an angle route, and I can have success because my quarterback knows exactly when he's going to break, and that defense is not going to beat my running back.
Looking downfield on first down. On target over the middle. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket. surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Caught over the middle. It's Harry. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
By the receiver.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Here comes the offense on second down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. To the air, it's Hammond. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Caught behind the line. It's Wolf. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And now on second down for this offense. Handoff to the single running back. There he goes. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Colorado State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Cam the Ram isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Nevada. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
defense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Sometimes the timing of the screenplay, it takes a little bit of time to get some depth and a little bit of acting by the quarterback and the running back. Well, they didn't win an Oscar. Let's put it that way. Not good acting. That play went nowhere. The screen pass was not successful.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Plucks it out of the air. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Bunch formation for these receivers. The 34.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. They'll go to the ground. And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Running to the left. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Dropping back, it's Hammond. Looking to the big tight end. Big guy smells it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Second and goal coming up. Trying to bowl his way in. Touchdown, Michigan. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They make the big play, get the touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Running back searching for a hole.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
And the Sun Devils line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He might want another play. They want to throw it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
It'll go out of bounds. Depends on where they spot it, but looks as if it'll be around the 45. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
It's a draw. Got room to work. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
To throw, it's Hammond. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it down the middle. At the 40, there he goes. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Ashley. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got the big paws on him, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
Man, what a great break on the ball. Way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range. Had a chance to maybe take some points off of the board. That's a big play that we might circle back to later.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that, they've taken the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Pac-12 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and now it's a final. Florida managed to avoid being gator bait by scratching and clawing their way to a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. Pac-12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Makes the catch.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Sun Devils can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Dumps it to the back. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. That's caught. It's Ashley. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
By the receiver.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
It's a draw. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
I like the idea of going draw there. You're trying to sell pass, but you still need to do a better job up front executing those blocks. There's too many one-on-ones where they got beat, and as a result, they suffer a negative play.
Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Finds the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
At the 8-yard line.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And the Wolverines are on the move. A first down run in the red zone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Back to pass on second down. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive and you got to make tackles.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, it was a great effort throwing to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on 3rd down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. 4th, you're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do you do?
Fourth and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wolf. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Arizona State.
And the Sun Devils buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Here's the handoff. And he is stopped immediately by the... Offensive lineman. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Let's see what he can do with it. And the returner goes down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got the back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Sends it back in motion. Just keeps slinging it. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen him had a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Hammond. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. After making one field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. He got it. The lead now 6 here in the second. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Michigan State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Leaves it with the running back. Hard running there. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly to the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Hamilton. Still running at the 40. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
They'll try the run. Past the first down marker and still running. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Quick release by the QB. Smashes through the tackle. He was smelling that end zone, and they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
First and goal, Arizona State.
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Looking to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Arizona State, 7.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Hammond. Fires to the big fella. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Third down play from the gun. Short throw to the sideline, complete, and he'll pick up the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Herring. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside give. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
The Wolverines back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Dropping back, it's Hammond. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Herring. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
He's looking to throw. can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. The give to the fullback. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on fourth down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Right down the boulevard. That'll make it a 2-score game at 16-7.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Takes the handoff. It's Bickley. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He wants to change this route. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Looking down the middle. The sure hands, it's Brown. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish.
Arizona State, 7.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Hamilton. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Sun Devils have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The RPO, it's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
First down for the offense.
And the Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
Here comes the 2-point try. Wants to pass. He makes the grab in the end zone. 2-point try is good. Not really sure why they needed it, but it's a 1-point game late. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
The offense will take over 1st and 10.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Hammond. On target. Just steamrolling the defense. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The inside handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The quick out. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they're executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. It's Hammond. Quick strike complete. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw, it's Hammond. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a third and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Wolf. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way, and they finally get him down at the 2. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Defense playing a bail technique. Tries again to get it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and if you go big, I'm going big. I'm going to bring an extra defensive lineman. I'm going to bring in my big physical linebackers. I'm expecting run. This is what they've done. This is what you do on this part of the field, so I'm going to play aggressive on defense.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but